welcome to this week's edition of Coach's Corner with a sweet homecoming win over the Florala Wildcats. Coach Riggs, we've got us some Church's drinks. We got us some Church's fried chicken. Olin Harding, he just told us a big win that he furnishes something to eat tonight. It is a sweet night, isn't it?
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, I tell you, it's been a long time coming, and we're very proud of our players for winning the game, and we're extremely pleased. We're proud of these French fries and this drink too.
I tell you what, Mike and I'm proud to see you, because we all of a sudden we thought we was going on there without you for a second, but you walked in just in time like you're supposed to, didn't you?
Show don't start till 8 o'clock.
That's right. You told me that you wasn't getting paid for any extra time, so we right on time, aren't we?
Well, I didn't know I was getting paid at all, but
well,
that's all right. But,
I like that smile on your face.
Well, I got told to smile tonight.
Who told you that?
Well, June Booth and several people told me I need to smile tonight. I haven't been smiling too much lately, and so I ain't smiled one time the other day in practice, and the players hadn't seen that in a while. They kind of didn't exactly know what to do, but there's been a few more smiles on a few people's faces over the last week, and I hope that the feeling's good enough to everybody that maybe down the road somewhere here in the next week or two we can put another smile on a face or two and maybe end this thing off in the right way.
Well, I tell you what, you seem like you're a lot better to work with tonight than you've been being. The other time, I didn't know what to say, and I don't feel like I can say too much wrong. Like maybe everything will be all right tonight.
I don't know, Randy. You'll probably find a way to mess up something.
All right, Coach. I tell you what, it was a good ball game Friday night, and just proud, obviously, a lot of the players and everybody. Everybody's just got a different attitude this week.
Well, I was proud. First of all, we won the game. Second reason I was proud is we had some people do some good things, and third of all, I was proud we got to play a lot of people. All our kids, I guess, everyone who was healthy and ready, able to play. Got in the ball game. A lot of them played. In fact, we had our younger kids in really already in the third quarter, and they got to play a lot. And then we had a B-team game last night against Geneva, and so some of those guys played a lot of football here in the last few days. So, I feel I was proud of us for that reason. We won the game. We got to play a lot of people, and it has put a smile too on some people's faces.
Well, did that have anything to do with early in the year Geneva's B-team beat us 20-6? I understand. If I'm not wrong now. And then last night we beat them 30-12. Did a win Friday night carry over some to Monday?
Well, it's funny. Football's a funny game. That happens sometimes. But I will say this. I know that our B team last night played with a lot more enthusiasm than they had been playing with, and they looked like they were enjoying it and having a good time. And that's what this game is all about. The reason that we have a football team at our high school is to give our young men a chance to play the game of football. Because it's such a great game. So, when we got in the dressing room the other night, some of the players talked about it, what a good feeling it was. And it's been a while since we'd had that. So I hope that it's a good enough feeling that we're going to get to work done on practice field this week, that maybe we can feel that same way again Friday night.
We just hope all these younger people recognize the difference there, and that now then it's going to start something that we can continue. Because, we got Delville, and then we got Andalusia. So, things don't look all that bad these next two games.
Well, there's nothing we can do about what's happened in the past, but we can do something about the next couple of weeks. And if we continue to improve and get a little better attitude about what we're doing, then certainly I hope we'll have a chance to at least to hang in there in those ball games, maybe a chance to win at the end.
How was practice today? Has it been any different this week, attitude-wise?
Yeah, a little. We the win did everybody good. Just makes you feel a little better. When we had tried 7 times, been defeated 7 times, and even, it just makes you feel, like maybe for the first time we've accomplished a little something. And so that kind of spurs you to go on. I know I was ready to, after the ball game Friday night, I was ready this weekend to go to work on Delville, and it just spurs you on a little bit.
Well, as a coach, it makes you want to work more, doesn't it?
That's right.
You enjoy it. Don't mind sitting there watching that film and getting back to work. Well, Coach, Mike said we got a long film tonight. We got a halftime and pre-game shows and all. So
well, you better shut up and go on the commercials so we can get it over with.
All right, then we'll go and take a little break here and before we go to the ball game. All right, we got to kick off, and we're kicking off to Florala.
They received the kickoff here. And really, we leave a little gap over there. We had folks that didn't. Came over a little bit too far, angled over a little bit too far. We left too big a gap there, and we're fortunate to get him down where we did.
Johnny Leonard made a tackle.
Johnny Leonard did a good job making the tackle be where he's supposed to be. They come in here and they start off the bat throwing the football, and William McPhail breaking up that pass. And they came out, and and basically did what they had been doing offensively, except they got in a 2 tight end look with 2 flankers here early and tried to run some traps and have a 1-back offense and throw some little quick passes, but didn't have a whole lot of success doing that. And they kind of went back later on to what they'd been doing.
That was John Donaldson and Judd and Brad Cassidy. Good rush.
That was a good play. Tight end dump after Malcolm Brunage. Malcolm made several good plays in the secondary for us this year.
Gary Harrell put a good rush on.
So we forced them to punt. And Yield Bob, I tell you, they got him a punter. Do a good job there. They do a good job of covering, good job of catching the ball. But, boy, he hits one later on that goes out of sight.
He gets a high, doesn't he?
He can naturally kick the football. So we line up. First play, we started Johnny Leonard, split in, John Donaldson, Mike Solomon tackles, Bill Carlhouse tight end. Started Stephen Fuchs. Moved Stephen Fuchs to guard. Started Stephen Fuchs, David Kirkland at guards, Jamie Dubose at center. Les Sanders quarterback, Gary Harrell, we moved to fullback. Gary did a good job of blocking for us, I thought, for his first ball game. Malcolm Brunage came back to play tailback for us, no big two, was a wingback.
They two runs by Malcolm and first down.
They came out a little different defense than we'd seen them run, but thought our players did a pretty good job of adjusting to it. And we kind of had an outside game plan. In other words, the defense they were running, they had really loaded up on the inside, and we had planned on throwing quick passes and run the options, things like that, and getting the ball outside. And then it came out a little different defense, and that was more outside oriented, and so we had to kind of adjust our game plan a little bit here. But I feel, our kids did a good job of taking it and driving it down here and getting the score the first time we had football, and that's something we hadn't done this year.
Gary Harrell made a good run then, but to play before that, Gary made a real good block on the option.
Well, he did, and he played well, considering that good job covering up the ball there as he's running, that he hadn't played back there.
Yeah.
And
he could teach those Auburn backs something about covering up the ball, couldn't he?
Well, there's a lot of folks at Auburn got some things to learn, but I tell you, Gary, but I thought he did a real good job. We probably would have moved Gary fullback a little earlier, but he's had some shoulder problems, and you just can't play fullback with shoulder problems. You have to do as much blocking, and so we kind of waited till his shoulder got better, and he'll be playing fullback for us again this Friday night.
Got a first down there.
Come back, run a little sweep here, and Malcolm has a good move. He blocked, missed an assignment over there and left one guy open over there. Those kind of things happen to you sometimes the first series if they line up a little different defense. So we have to adjust our assignments up in there. Keep on the option there and make about 3. So we face down here with a third down, about 6 to go for the first down. We come out and run a little option, pitch the ball to Malcolm Brundage, and Malcolm's looks like a little short of the first down there. One thing that we've been concentrating on, I thought our players did a better job in practice today, is maintaining our blocks. We've been trying to emphasize maintaining our blocks a little bit more than what we had been doing. And that's part of any offense is, you got to come off and strike people and move your feet and that kind of thing. But you got to maintain your block, stay with your man, and that's something I don't think we had really done a real good job of. We run off tackle and make the first down. Ran over there behind the Culverhouse and Mike Solomon. Gary Harrell lead blocking. We jump in a little power eye here and come back, run off tackle there, and a good blocking and a good move there by Malcolm for the score.
No mistakes. Took that ball right on in without a mistake.
That's true, and those kind of things that you need to do.
And we were ahead.
Yeah, we hadn't had too many leads this year. It's nice to be ahead, and I hope that maybe same thing happens this Friday night. Maybe we'll come out here and get and get a lead Friday night and go on and play. French fries pretty good, aren't they, Randy?
They sure are.
You done eat about 3 bags.
I hadn't eaten as many as you have, though. You've emptied 3 bags there, and I've had a half a bag. I'm mad about it, too. Jamie DuBose kicks the extra point and then kicks off for her.
They have a little problem with getting the thing. Gary had a really good job right here, maintaining his outside there, knowing where the back going, trying to make him cut back into pursuit, and then when he dipped deep, Gary made the play. That's a real good play.
Boy, it's a lot more fun watching this film, isn't it? Now, if you quit eating French fries and drinking Coca-Cola, you'll be all right.
Good job of going to the football there.
Johnny Leonard and McTeer. McTeer probably like to have him a touchdown in the first series. They just pulled her in.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the way things are. It's kind of a game of inches and close plays. And they throw. I believe that was incomplete. We made some, one of the things about our defense the other night is we made some big plays. That's something we hadn't been doing. We went through a streak there a while back. We were making some big plays on defense. And I think they called us for pass interference there, which I didn't understand still. I thought we made a good play there.
They still got blind officials. It don't matter. Some people, they need glasses, some of them. That's a good rush here. Judd and Gary Harrell and Brad Cassidy. He didn't have a chance to even turn around, did he?
Well, that's what you need. You need some plays like that, some negative plays, but put them in long yardage situations like that. That kind of gives up half the defense now because you can kind of run whatever you want on the defense. They drop back. Real good, great play here.
That's good timing there. Caught it the highest point, too.
Well, that's what you want to do. And you got some people trying to throw some blocks down there. William McTeer was in pretty good shape himself, and he jumped to try to catch it at the highest point. Just a matter of Johnny being a little taller up there and really went up there and got that's a good interception. That's just like you work on it on the practice field. It's nice to see some of those things on Friday night that you've been working on. Come here, try to run dive up inside. We stand good. We miss block on the tackle. Don't make a game.
We're going to take this right on back down there, but quite get it in.
Well, look, cross in there. And we break that thing. We just can't quite seem to break one. We break that thing, go back to 15 or 20-yard game. We just can't quite seem to get that seam or get where we can break along with. Maybe we're saving all those. I hope we are.
I thought Malcolm might have took that one in.
Well, they caught him from behind there as he made a move.
Had a little angle on him.
Plenty of option up inside there. Good little game. Tell you, Florala has some pretty good athletes. I know that one of them, their best player, Tony Stone, did not play. And I was kind of, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of glad to see it. And they have a kid named Wheeler over there. It's a really good-looking athlete. They got some smaller kids that got some speed. They seem to be, as far as back and receivers, they seem to be in pretty good shape. They just don't have very many linemen, and I think that's one thing that's really hurt them.
That was Malcolm Bundy's carrying.
We come and run, and really, Johnny was open early. We were trying to look to hit the wing back, and Johnny was open early. By the time we got him football, they came back and made the play.
It was a good defensive play by Florala.
Well, it was, and you can see how quick they are right there. Man, it's quite a ways off, and you got to really put some zip on the ball to get it by there. We come back in, this is 4th down play, and we throw, and this is really a good pass right where it needed to be. And Johnny normally catches those. And that's when we watch film on Monday, he kind of grunted when we showed that one. That doesn't happen too often. And he's made some really good catches. He made a couple of really nice catches here again later on. So they come back, run a dive play, and they don't gain much. Right? It's like Stephen Fuchs and Gary Harrell in on the play. And started playing Stephen at defensive tackle, so he's done a pretty decent job for us. I noticed today in practice we were doing some work, and he did a really good job of getting off his right and getting to the ball.
There's old B going through the blocker there.
Well, it was a good job of tripping him up there. We misaligned over there, and they had to be running a play there. And we were lucky we didn't get a game to do more than we did. So that's the end of the first quarter. The score, Op 7 and Florala 0.
Ah, the scoreboard looks a lot. All right, we'll get back into second quarter action now with Florala over the ball and a bunch of Bobcats on the tackle. Look like David Kirkland getting up off the bottom.
Yeah, we got a lot of people around the ball. I'll tell you, if we're gonna beat Devil Friday night, we're gonna have to have a lot more of that. They throw a little incomplete pass. One thing I was proud of the other night was I think probably we had more people getting to the football when the ball was thrown in the air than we've had all year. And it's nice to see that. That's what you're supposed to do when that football goes in the air. You're supposed to go get it, and they make a miscue here and drop a pitch, and we get a loss. And again, we're getting them backed up.
Called some penalty on that, didn't they?
I don't know what they call it.
I couldn't tell.
I can't figure out what they call halftime anyway. And let me
That's
tell you something. You
fun,
think that rascal didn't hit that one?
He got all of it.
He got all of that one. I think it's from the line of scrimmage where the ball hit was about 50-some-odd yards because the ball was on the 20, and now we got it on approximately the 10-yard line. So you're looking at, with rolling off, a 70-yard punt. And that's a pretty good punt right there.
For high school, pro, college, anywhere. And that's Gary Harrell running up in there. Anybody can punt one, even a pro would take those every once in a while.
Yeah, if that thing been on AstroTurf, it might still be rolling. We get a power I come back run off tackle here, and that's Malcolm Churns for yardage, OBT, Gary Harrell leading up inside. Defense, they were running. They brought their tackles down inside a lot, and so we started running off tackle. When we did, they jumped in this really 5-3 look here like they got right there. He's got, to tell you, Florala has several good football players. They've just kind of had a rough season, too, and lack of linemen, I think, has hurt them.
That was Malcolm Brundage running it.
Come back, run a little cross up in there again, and get a game about 4 or 5 yards.
Is Malcolm 100% now?
No, he's not, and he got, later on down here in the second quarter, he's going to hurt his shoulder again. He just got a shot on it. He's not 100%, but, he's been practicing this week, and he's going to be ready to go. We're going to try to Friday night, see if we're 29 Friday, we can keep him getting hit on it again.
Did a little flip there.
Yeah, but he's done well. I think he's done a real good job. He might have come back a little earlier than what he was supposed to, but he just wanted to play and come back. They make a good play here, and we run the cross up in there again, and they were stunting right. It happened to be stunting right into the hole, and we didn't do a good job picking it up. But Malcolm seems to be really quick. I hope that we'll be able to create some holes for him so he gets things done. Good job of running outside, pitching the ball, getting the thing out on the option.
Gary got him out there and picked up a man, too, and got him out, but they had good pursuit.
Well, they did, and Gary's real proud of the way he didn't make every block and that kind of thing, but I thought for no more work than he had at fullback, I thought he picked up and did real well.
There's that jump.
Well, that's one of those things that you can't do, and we were in a short yardage situation. Now we're faced with, instead of, I think we lacked about 4 or 5 yards for first down, and now we're 3rd and long, and so we come back and run a screen here, and we got a little quick pressure. Les did a good job of getting the ball out to Malcolm. He does a good job of weaving and making the first down.
That was a good catch. Caught it about one-handed, didn't he?
Well, he did over there, and they had one of their men read the screen. Didn't come real hard, as hard as we thought he would come. And kind of hard to run screens. They don't rush real hard. He read it pretty quick, and Les did a good job of giving Malcolm a chance to catch the ball. Gary run up inside there, and it was like he was running over there behind Stephen Fuchs and John Donaldson.
There's Malcolm. How about Mike Solomon? Is he back getting full speed? Or
Mike's hadn't seemed to have any effect from his ankle injury. He's obviously not in real good condition right now. He's just been playing his second ball game.
It's good running by
Good job, yeah, good job of churning there. But as time goes on, he's getting in a little better shape, and he seems to be, obviously, with all the work he missed, he's not where he would normally be.
But he doesn't love it, does he?
Boy, he loves it.
He does. Boy,
he's made a lot of progress. He made some really good blocks the other night. And, some of the things that he's doing that are not real good right now are things that recognition type things. And sometimes he gets tackled, slants inside on him, and he doesn't quite pick him up. But that comes with reaction and playing and some of the things that he has missed as the years gone on. But tell you, he loves it. He'll give you effort, and
he sure does.
We'll definitely be running up behind him some Friday night.
First down by Malcolm, offensive line.
Good job of running. That's when Malcolm hurt his shoulder.
I noticed I couldn't tell what was wrong. It looked like he thought it was his hand, but he just lowered his shoulder and popped right on off of him.
Well, he did. And good job of turning his legs and running. That's what you want him to do. Good double team block over there by Mike Solomon.
That looks good.
David Kirkland.
14-0.
Well, it really does. And tell you, somebody laughing at us the other day talking about our ball control offense. We can't seem to bust one and break those long runs or anything. If we score, it's usually 75 or 80 yards and about 15 plays, but we'll take that too.
Well, that was about 89 one there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We were on about the 10-yard line, so it was a nice long drive. When you got an offense, it doesn't break a lot of long runs like that. When you really got to do a good job of not having penalties, turnovers, and that kind of thing, because it's going to take you quite a few, a dozen plays or something to score a lot of times.
Kickoff at Sonny Messer, and good interception there by OB.
Well, it really was great interception going over, and good job breaking to the ball and catching the ball. And that gives us an opportunity. There's not a whole lot of time left in half, but it did give us an opportunity to try to get something else on the scoreboard here right before halftime.
I believe David Kirkland's open on that tackle on the kickoff. Near and a half.
We come here and try to throw a pass, and what happens here? We're trying to throw the deep man, and that's probably my fault. We had told Les to look for the deep man, and they had the deep man covered, and he checked off to try to throw the ball to Johnny. Really had him covered too, and kind of tried to force one in there. We've trying to spend a little extra time on our pass. We're going to spend a lot of time on our passing game tomorrow, and we hope that I feel like in order for us to have a chance the last two ball games, we've got to be able to throw the football better than what we have. At times we've thrown it okay. We haven't been near as consistent as we need to be, and so we hope that Florala makes a good play. Sonny Messer making a tackle. We hope that that the extra work on our passing game will allow us to throw the ball a little better Friday night.
Definitely got to be able to throw it. You got to throw it some to keep them halfway honest.
Well, you do, and we've got two good receivers, and we need to be able to get the ball out there too. And come back and run a little.
Oh, Brad Cassidy.
Yeah,
good play.
Tell you, Brad's one of those again. He doesn't always do everything right like you want him to, but he hustles all the time and he plays hard. And he's tried to do a good job. I think he's trying to be a leader for us and that kind of thing.
Yeah, he hit OB got him at 15 there, but he didn't get hit too hard, did he?
No, he didn't get too hard. That's one of those that you can call, or a lot of times officials just say, hey, don't do that anymore. Something like that, because he didn't really hit him. He did kind of bump him there. Really good play. Good job of OB getting the ball back to the line of scrimmage there for a gain of a yard or two. OB kind of got called into service again at tailback the other night when Malcolm hurt his shoulder and Reggie wasn't available. Reggie might have played if we had to have him. we went into the ball game with the idea that there's a good catch by Johnny Leonard. A good throw, that's right where you want to throw the ball. But, you know, and that was a play down there. We kind of got messed up a little bit. That gummy caught the ball. He was laying out of bounds when he caught the ball over there, and they
wouldn't stop the clock.
They wouldn't stop the clock. And so we come here and try to throw another pass. We drop, snap, service. We decided to go ahead and let time run at the end of the first half.
And go in with a 14-point lead, because you can't ever tell what will happen to you if you gamble right before the half. So that's the end of the first half with the Bobcats up 14-0. All right, we go into the second half, Coach, and the Bobcats are receiving the ball. This is a pretty good little run.
Well, we did. We had 3 good knockdown blocks here. Created a seam up inside. We got a lead there.
Don't look back.
Maybe we turn around, quit looking back, and run forward. We'll be all right. We got knocked down there on about 5.
William McTeer.
Well, William don't weigh much, but he's pretty quick, and he just ripped that one up in there, and we had found him a seam. And so we come down here on first down, about the 5-6 yard line here, and hand the ball off to O.B. Teague, and
he determined to get in.
Kind of turned him a little circle there, and he bounced off one guy and scored. And I tell you, that's a nice thing to do right off the bat to start the second half. And you've run one offensive play and you're in the end zone. That's the way we like to do it.
And Jamie Dubose puts her through again, make it 21-zip. But how long did it take him to run that one about? Did it take him that long to run that, Coach? 22 from 60 is what, about 38 seconds?
Well, Randy, that's pretty good for you.
38 seconds on 100, Coach. Did you run that? Oh, that's right. We run one play, though, didn't we? That's right. Okay.
That's right.
Well, I forgot about that one.
38 seconds on 100 is about what you...
Is that Brad Cassidy and Sonny Messer, I believe. I won't quit talking about my speed. Judd Booth. Quit talking about my speed. Thought there's something wrong with that, my calculations.
They come here and run a little quick pass out. Good job getting to the football over there. It's Teague and
Sonny Messer.
on the tackle.
That ice getting to you, Coach?
Well, I've been, like a lot of people, I've been under the weather a little bit, but I'm getting perked back up now.
Sonny Messer on tackle again. French fries and Coke sure was good, though, wasn't it? I didn't get many French fries, but I got all my Coke at least. If I go over, next time I'm going to tell him to send you 4 orders of French fries. I had Brad Cassidy making a good play. No, that's Brad good, wasn't it?
Yeah, good job stepping it up in there.
2 Brad. Brad Cassidy, Brad good at the end. I get the Brad right.
Well, we forcing the punt here. Kind of a high snap. Florala does a pretty good job of covering their punts. And it rolls out of bounds. So we get it on about the 35-yard line to start here. And, we'd like to stick one more in. They called a penalty on us on that, but I thought it was kind of nitpicky again. And they come back and run the counter option here and make the play, and they come back and call a clip on them to back them up.
Brad Cassidy on tackle again. Along with O.B. Teague, Sonny Messer, Gary Harrell.
They try a little trick play here and throw the ball out to the wingback, let him throw the ball. That little boy's got a good arm. And good job being where he's supposed to be by O.B. We'll get a good run back here.
Sonny Messer put good pressure on the quarterback, made him break out of the pocket and throw it in a hurry.
We'll get the football in good field position here. We'd like to get one more in, but feel like if we get one more on the scoreboard, we can put some other guys in. And come back here and run a straight dive. Good job. Good double team over there by Stephen Fuchs and John Donaldson.
Staying good and running it.
Stephen Fuchs had a pretty good couple of days of practice. He seems to be coming on a little bit, moved into guard. And he seems to be getting a knack of things a little bit more. I think Stevens going to do a real good job for us at guard.
Staying good and running the ball.
Stan had some ankle problems all week, and about to the point he was better Friday than he had been. He was to the point he's not full speed, but he ran pretty good. We break off tackle again there, and they just drag us down from behind.
Stan almost got it in, but we got caught again.
Well, we just looked like it just be the wrong thing for us to break a run, go down there and score from 35, 40, 50-yard line. Looked like it'd be too easy for us. But like I said, Reen, I guess we're saving all those up. I hope we're saving them for the next 2 Friday nights. We come back, run a lead play off tackle there. And we missed 2 blocks. Only gained a yard or 2.
OB Teague.
We've really got such few backs. I know Coach Grimes done a good job of moving people around and getting them in the right place and that kind of thing. We run option play out here and get the ball down to the 5-yard line. OB looked like he kind of slowed down and stopped that time instead of cutting and going. It looked like he got confused there a little bit or something. He makes a good run here and spins off and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
He made back up for it on that run.
It was good to get that one on the scoreboard. And we come back here now, and we feel like we start getting a few more people in the football game.
Jamie Dubose kicks another extra point, makes it 28-0.
Trey Smith was holding, and John Donaldson was our snapper.
Trey Smith, who's he?
Trey transferred in this year.
That's Coach Smith's number 1 son, isn't it?
From Florala. I think Trey's going to be a pretty good football player in spite of his parents.
Especially his sister. And his knee's down.
Yeah, they called his knee for being down there, so that's, get him backed up here. Coach Smith's done a good job for us this year, though. He spends a lot of time at it, works hard. And I know it meant a lot to him to win the other night, and there we are breaking on the ball again and get tipped up. We just don't get anybody quite to the ball.
OB and Johnny and Sonny Messer.
Well, it was a good win the other night. I know it made all our coaches feel a little better. Coach Grimes has really had to do a good job this year, moving backs in and out and that kind of thing. We've had such few. Coach Wiggum's done a good job, I know, lately working with our defensive ends and helping with the offensive line. And Coach
That was a big hit right there. Good, that's Brad Good.
Brad Good hit the ball that rolls out of bounds over there. So
he bingoed him that time. That's where you're supposed to bingo him.
So they forced a punt. And it rolled out of bounds over there. And so we, toward the end of the third quarter now, we're able to get some more folks in. And
well, did you get a smile out of Coach Grimes, what I want to know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud to hear that.
I understand he was smiling after the ball game, so.
That was good.
We've got, really, this is our B team offense in. That's
Antonio.
Antonio's in there and at fullback, Scott Parker at quarterback, and we're running, I think, William McTeer and William Hines at tailback some, and John D. and Brian McCall playing some tight end. And Tony Kirkland, and Chuck Ennis, and Lance Lindsay's in there, and Dan Humphrey's in there at one wide out, Philip Rayburn at the other. They tell you run a little option, pitching football out in a hurry there.
William got met by the truck, didn't he?
Well, he did, and
well, Leb acted like he wanted to push him around a little bit there. William said he's just trying to run the ball.
So we have to punt, and we punt the football, and we don't get a real good bounce. That thing bounces back a long way, and they pick it up. We're real lucky right there.
OB holds on.
Stranger things have happened than that. I've seen situations before where they let a ball roll on a punt, let it roll, it wasn't moving anymore, and punt team, instead of down in the ball, just went to the sideline and Saw a guy pick one of those up one night and run it for a touchdown.
You better play to the whistle blows, hadn't you?
Well, you always play to the whistle blows. Just never know what happens. It's a funny game. We still right now have basically our first defensive bunch in here. We kind of held them in there till the fourth quarter. When you've got backs kind of like the ones that Florala has,
bad catch on tackle.
Yeah, they capable of scoring on any play.
It's not over with. You better keep your lead as long as you can in one of these games. She can backfire. I believe that's Gary Harrell and Judd Booth, I believe.
Randy, you thought about investing in some glasses or something like that? You look like you had a hard time seeing the screen up there.
Well, I'm trying to get closer to it as I can. I believe that's all 11 Bobcats there on the tackle. I can't help I got bad eyes. Doctors won't give me any glasses. There's John Donaldson getting up, and that's 28-0. All right, Coach, we're going back into the fourth quarter now, and the Bobcats have the ball again.
Yeah, we look good lining up there with a little twin formation. Run dive up inside, run hard, running Antonio Edwards. I tell you, Antonio run hard now.
I think he enjoys it, doesn't he?
He seems to. I tell you, he runs hard. He doesn't. He ran.
I had him in my career ed class last year, and I don't know if he really enjoys those book work though or not. But he acts like he.
Well, he told me he didn't like some of his teachers.
Oh, he did.
Antonio does a pretty good job of things. Most of the time, you get him headed in the right direction there. Peter was headed in the right direction. Looked like he went the wrong way that time.
Somebody went the wrong way. You can't know where the quarterback or the back. But somebody went wrong.
But that was Antonio went the wrong way that time.
Uh-oh, we better not talk about him right now then. Say something good and they go the other way.
Well, we come back here and throw a beautiful pass right where you want it right there, and we just don't catch football over there.
Might have a touchdown.
Yeah, Scott did a good job of putting that where it's supposed to be, so we go ahead and punt again. John Dawson snapping, Les Sanders punting. They let this one roll. We let it roll all the way down to about the 4-yard line.
And Judd Booth downs it. So we got him backed up, Coach.
Yeah, we got some more folks in on defense now.
Miss Ice and Coco and all, you don't have time talking much, do you?
Yeah, that's probably good for you.
Why you always Scott Parker on tackle? Yeah, why you always don't getting on me?
And we got Brown calling ball game, and Ian, Tony Kirkland, Trey Smith. Curtis Rush is in at defensive end.
A whole bunch of us on
Greg
tackle.
Taylor at linebacker. I think Chris Henderson's also in linebacker. Antonio Edwards. I believe Antonio's playing nose guard right now.
52, Greg Taylor. He made a good play there. He made a couple of good plays here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, Greg's going to be a good football player if he keeps improving.
He dove over him that time and get back. Size is good, Coach.
We got Kevin Harley at defense now. I thought our coaches did a good job of getting everybody in the ball game. I know we wanted to get everybody in, and it's a matter of, I see Eric Bryan in there right now, Dodge Hours, and those guys. We were trying to get everybody in there. I thought they did a good job of alternating everybody, make sure everybody got to play as much as possible. See Marlon Malone in down there. Marlon's that defensive halfback. There's John D at one defensive end, Jamie Wismer at defensive tackle. Greg Taylor again making play on the trap.
Greg just gets some work in the spring. I tell you, he looks pretty good right here. He's good looking, good sized kid too.
If he grows a little more and he's gain a little more strength, I think he will. They can play a little tight end up. It's a nice feeling to have a lead though and watch some of the younger guys play. That's something that hadn't happened too much this year. Looks like Chris Kidd making the tackle there.
Good pursuit. A lot of Bobcats on the tackle.
See Jacob Davis in the ball game, 64. William Hines goes in the ball game, defensive halfback. Dan Lunsford playing strong safety.
That's the ball carrier.
They enjoying themselves, though, this group here.
Well, they're getting that football pretty good.
Got a lot of them around the football every time.
We got them a little bit extra work last week. It was hard to get everybody on your football team. A lot of work in week, you're preparing to get ready for an opponent. We tried to get them a little extra work last week and got a lot of good work Monday and stayed late one day, worked our B team a little more, get them ready to go. I think it paid off. I think you'd see it. It looked like a little bit more. We really attacked it up in there. That was good. They come try to lateral here, and I think they called it down.
Forward pass complete to Mike Barnes.
Twice they had the knee on the ground tonight.
So they punt here. We just hold them up, and we fumble the football, but we do a good job of getting back on it.
Scott fumbled a little bit. He said, I better get back. Coach Riggs might get on to him if I don't. So he pulled her right back in. You wouldn't have said anything bad to him, would you?
We don't need to be fumbling the football now.
Okay. Late in the game, fourth quarter, when 28 points ahead, still not okay.
You don't need to fumble the football out. He'll win it.
Hey, I wonder if I can get you riled on that a little bit.
A little sweep there. William Hines running the ball.
William Hines, the ball carrier.
Like Chuck Ennis, Lance Lindsay in the ball game for tackle. Antonio, that's a good example of a little leg
He's
drive
got
here.
power.
He sure does.
I don't know what happened to the ball, though, but
After a major discussion, they decided to go ahead and give them the football. I don't think the official really knew what was going on.
how did they get it? Did he take it out of his hand? Did he fumble or what?
Well, I don't know, man, to tell you the truth.
I'm going to have to talk to Antonio tomorrow at lunch about that.
They held our confab and decided to give the ball to Florala.
They got what to get, 3-2 odds or what? 3 odds, 41 way to 2 the
Our
other?
kids did a good job here of good position over there, but not letting them score.
That's
Keep
one
them
good
shut
thing.
out.
This group here didn't let them score either. Kept that shutout.
They do a good job. That little quick pass. They got some quick guys to run it with.
Scott Parker running him out of bounds, and there's
Greg Taylor.
Greg Taylor again. Greg did on a lot of tackles. Greg again.
Trey Smith.
Trey
And Antonio Evans.
and Antonio. Maybe we'll get old Greg call his name out a lot next year, too. The rest of it, maybe. There's a fumble. See who comes up with it.
Antonio. Antonio's a quick little rascal. We teach him what to do. I think we're going to be all right. And that's the end of the ball game. Top 20.
All right, Coach, here we are back. We see Mike up there working with our cameras, trying to get them all set. And again, we want
Well,
you see.
Randy, you emptied all the french fries.
1, 2, 3, 4. I had one, and there's yours over there. All of our Coca-Colas gone from Olin Hardin's Church of Fried Chicken. We appreciate that. And look at old Mike. See, he zeroed right in. And I tell you what, that was enjoyable. Now, if we get a win again this week against Delville, maybe he'll have us bring me 2 Cokes and some more French fries here, because look, for all that's yours on that side. And this is all I got, folks, just this little bit right here. Part of it. Coach Rick said he hadn't had supper yet, so I believe him when he got here. So, but I appreciate that from Olin. And one thing, Coach, that this afternoon I found out one of our former players, Tim Jesse, has made the Washington Redskins. Now, I don't know exactly what part it's going to be, but he's made the Redskins. And I look at that. I wonder what was happening, but they've already got, boy, Mike Russell's going to work, hasn't he? Got Tim Jesse, Washington Redskins, and his mother called me today and told me about it and said he's looking for an apartment, and he'll call us and let us know more about what happened. But we're tickled to death that he made a team, and he'll be with them the rest of this year.
Well, that's great. I know he's proud of that, and his folks, and everybody's real proud of what Tim's done, and I hope he hangs on for a long time.
I do, too. I watched him last night playing the ball game. He had some good runs and looked good last night. So we're proud of Tim, and we're proud that he's not coming home because he said thought he might be coming home today, but found out he's going to make the Washington Redskins team, and so we're proud of him. Coach, big win over Florala Wildcats, homecoming, 28-0. I'm not asking you for any more comments because I know what you're going to say, but I do want to congratulate you Friday night. It was a big win for the Bobcats.
Thank you, Randy.
Good night, folks. See you next Tuesday night.